Hello guys, this is Ashwin here. Have you ever wondered how the phone camera specifications can affect your end image? Do you know how the phone camera works? To learn it, let's put into observation the various versions of Xiaomi Redmi Note series, starting from Redmi Note 4, Note 5 Pro, Note 6 and the Note 7. We'll also see the truth behind the 48 megapixel camera of the Redmi Note 7. With no further delay, let's start. Let's split the phone camera into layers. It has a connector, CMOS image sensor, CAS, a metal shield, voice coil motor, VCM, and a lens mount which contains the lenses. CMOS. It is nothing but complementary metal oxide semiconductor. It uses photodiodes. Each one has a transistor switch which allows the signals to be amplified individually. VCM, voice coil motor. It acts as a driver for mobile autofocus. It helps in adjusting the lens. And here are the phones of Xiaomi Redmi Note series. The Redmi Note 4, launched on Jan 23, 2017. The Redmi Note 5 Pro, launched on Feb 22nd, 2018. Note 6 Pro on November 22nd, 2018. And the Note 7 on Feb 28, 2019. Here is the comparison table of the rear camera specification. Note 4 has 13 megapixel camera. Note 5 has 12 plus 5 megapixel. Note 6 has 12 plus 5 and Note 7 has 48 plus 5. First of all, we need to know what is megapixel. It is nothing but million pixel, used as a standard resolution for digital cameras. A 12 megapixel camera can produce image with 12 million pixel points. The larger the number of pixels, the better the quality. If you see, the single camera is replaced by dual camera in the latest version. Do you know why? Humans, we use two eyes to sense the depth of the surrounding. Like the same, phone camera has greater depth analysis when they use two cameras. To check it, let's hide the 5 megapixel secondary camera and take a shot. Let's take the same shot with both cameras open. Don't you see any difference? But wait, let's put it side by side. Just look at the projector, which shows the background blur when the two cameras are open. The next specification is aperture. It is an opening that determines the amount of light entering the sensor. The lesser the value, the larger the opening. When the aperture is less, the background blur is more. Next thing is shutter speed. Shutter speed determines how long the sensor is exposed to light. Next comes the sensor. When we see the sensor size, Note 5 Pro has 1.25 micron, Note 6 has 1.4 micron and the Note 7 has 0.8 micron. To know it, let's get back to olden days phone camera which used 3-layer RGB filter which had blue, green and red arranged according to their wavelengths. In the later period, efficient filter was introduced called the Bayes filter, which had 25% of red, 25% of blue and 50% of green. You might be wondering why there is 50% of green. The answer is, human eye is more sensitive to green when compared to red and blue color. And now in the Redmi Note 7 Pro, a new filter is being introduced called the Quad Bayer filter, which combines 4 pixels to represent a single color. As a 2x2 matrix, that is 4 pixels, are representing a single color, the resulting image will be of 48 divided by 4, which is 12 megapixels. Okay, fine. If the resulting image is 12 megapixels, is there any advantage of using a 48 megapixel camera to capture a 12 megapixel image? Of course, yes. As I already mentioned, the sensor size plays a major role in capturing the amount of light. So, the larger the sensor size, greater the amount of light entering, and hence better low light images. And while zooming, the image does not split into pixels and has higher zooming range. It's time to compare the image samples of Redmi Note 4, Note 5 Pro and the Note 6 Pro. Here is a sample of image at daylight. Here, when you zoom in, the sensor size tells you the story. Here is the most awaited low light sample. Let's now compare the video footage of Redmi Note 4 and the Note 5 Pro. Note 4 and the Note 6 Pro. Thanks to EIS, Electronic Image Stabilizer, which brings a more stable image in Redmi Note 6 Pro. Redmi Note 5 Pro and the Note 6 Pro. Redmi Note 5 Pro gives a brighter video footage when compared to Redmi Note 6 Pro. Coming to the front camera, Note 4 has 5 megapixel, Note 5 has 20 megapixel, Note 6 has 20 plus 2 megapixels and Note 7 has 13 megapixel. Here is a selfie at daylight. This one is under fluorescent light. And now the low light. This one is the portrait mode of Redmi Note 5 Pro and the Note 6 Pro. Video sample of Redmi Note 4 and the Note 5. Note 4 and the Note 6 Pro. Here you can see a wider frame in Note 6 Pro. Note 5 Pro and the Note 6 Pro. As like the rear camera, front camera also produces a brighter video footage in Redmi Note 5 Pro. Hope you all got an overall idea over how the phone camera works and also what all specification to take into consideration when you buy a phone next time. See you soon in the next video.